Hello friends, today I'm going to be reviewing and giving my first impressions of these new professional paints that I've got. The brand I'm going to be using today is Liquitex and their Heavy Body Acrylic set of 12. Each bottle is around 59 millilitres. The price of this set was around £58, making it one of the pricier sets you can get for acrylics on the market. If you've seen my previous reviews, you'll know that I like to choose a picture with a lot of colours so I can really test the range of colours in a new paint set that I get. So today's reference photo is a bunch of koi fish in a dark pond. To mix the dark depths of the background, I decided to use phthalo cyanine green and blue as well as ivory black. As I painted the background, I was actually really pleased with how rich these colours turned out. They really didn't disappoint in terms of colour. Overall, there's a fairly decent range of colours in this set of 12. You'll also find it quite amusing that quite a lot of them have difficult names to say, so please forgive me if I say them wrong in this video. I was also pleased how the Namphal red light as well as yellow light Hansa created really beautiful vibrant oranges for this piece. However, as a set of 12, I was quite disappointed that there wasn't a brown included, as burnt umber is quite essential to my palette. Of course, I can mix a brown like I have here, but I found the paints were quite fast drying, so it was a bit of a pain that once the brown had dried, I then had to mix another set of brown, which takes time. At this stage of my painting process, I'm just trying to block in all the colours to get rid of all that white empty space. I think initially when I put these blobs of paint down, I was a little bit too sparse and they started to dry on me, which I don't normally get with Paveo, and I think they last a little bit longer. But as I came to do my second session, I was a little bit more generous with the paint that I put down on my palette, and that helped to resolve the issue of them drying a little bit too fast for my liking. These paints definitely have a buttery texture to them as they apply quite thickly, which you'd expect as they are heavy body acrylics. I definitely learned to adapt to use these paints throughout this painting, as I'm normally used to my acrylics being a cream-like texture versus a buttery type texture. But I could also appreciate why artists would like a thicker type paint, especially if they want their brush strokes to be shown and to create interesting textures. I've read a few reviews about these paints myself, and I've heard some people use acrylic mediums just to get rid of the thickness a little bit to make it a little bit more workable, which I might consider doing in the future. Something that really appealed to me as I was buying these professional acrylics was that they boasted about their very good to excellent lightfastness. And if you don't know, lightfastness is the property of a colorant such as a dye or pigment that describes how resistant to fading it is when exposed to light. Lightfastness is often something artists will talk about and seek to use as they want their artwork to last the test of time and not to be heavily damaged by sunlight. I was really excited when I got this set, as I was really looking forward to paint with professional acrylics with high quality pigments, as you get what you pay for, and I really wasn't disappointed with the colours in this piece. Now, the big question is, would I ever use these acrylics ever again? Overall, I was really pleased how vibrant the pigments came out, and I'm pleased that the lightfastness is very good to excellent in this set, so they will last the test of time. However, as a set of 12, I was a little bit disappointed there wasn't a brown included such as burnt umber, but that won't hold me back from using these paints as I know I can just purchase it separately. It's just something that's worth bearing in mind if it's important to you. Also, if you're used to using cheaper acrylics like myself, it just takes a little bit of time to adjust to the thicker paint, but it shouldn't be a problem. Be sure to let me know if you've enjoyed this review, and be sure to check out these reviews if you haven't already.